Welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping. And tonight we're going to talk about food and different things I noticed at different stores about the city I live in. I live in northeastern Georgia, up near the Appalachian Mountains. And this is very limited in this area as far as places to go. We have an Ingles, we have an IGA. Never really shopped in the IGA. I think I went in there one time for one item. The Ingles is a little expensive, so that leaves me the Walmart. Now, luckily I live near the Walmart, and Walmart had good prices before all this COVID and all the supply problems and different things that have been going on. They seem to be providing less service at Walmart. They want you to go out there and come into their store and shop and be customers of theirs and support them. But when you get ready to check out, they don't really care if you go through a checkout line with a person or if you use the self-checkout. And that's a sad thing because, first of all, you use the self-checkout. You're not helping the people who work there. You're not helping give people jobs. I rarely use the self-checkout, only under certain conditions. Depending on who's checking as a person there. Some of the people are really rough with my cans. Now, if I'm buying a lot of cans, like this last time I went on the 7th of the month, which was Saturday yesterday, I went through the self-checkout because I didn't want dented cans. As it was, I examined every can I buy, and I ended up putting some dented cans, 2 of them, but luckily the dents weren't in any place that was important, and the cans are perfectly fine. So I bought over 60-something cans because I haven't been buying stuff. I've been letting it go so I could get other things like for Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. So I've been letting my supplies dwindle down, which is not usually something I like to do. And so I had 60-something cans to bring everything up to speed, plus add a few extra cans. Because one of the things I decided was that, and my partner decided, is that we like the seasoned cabbage they got at Walmart. And I got that. It's really good. And depending on what you put with it, too. I mean, you could have the cabbage and some shredded pork or some beef or possibly sausages. It's really nice. So, anyhow, getting back to the foods and the stores, Walmart seems to be where I shop the most. I'm sorry, my nose is itching. And the second place I shop at is the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is kind of a joke at this point. It's no longer the Dollar Tree. It is the $1.25 tree. So what did the Dollar Tree do? I mean, they raised their price to $1.25. Don't they even realize that that's a 25% increase in the price of the foods there? Every once in a while you can find something for less than $1, but that's very rare, and it's usually something they're trying to close out. So anyhow, usually about the 7th of the month I go shopping and I buy things. I'll go like to the Dollar Tree, and then I'll go to the Walmart, and sometimes I'll go to the Dollar General. I used to buy some supplies at the Dollar General, but they started cutting back on some of the things. Like, they don't have bay leaves. I like to use bay leaves in food I put away that's dry, and I repackage. And like rice and beans and noodles and stuff, I freeze it to kill the bugs, but I like to throw the bay leaf in before I put it in a can with an oxygen absorber and suck the air out of it. Well, I have a vacuum sealer, and I've done that with some of our foods. So anyhow, I went in there to go shopping. Well, once again, You know, the Walmart didn't surprise me. Prices had gone up a little bit here and there. They act like you don't notice it. And of course, they had the people with the blue carts running around in there. And I mean, people have to work, but the thing is we're shoppers too. The blue cart people are just filling stuff for people that have called in. They can actually wait a little bit and stay out of people's ways. Why don't they do this stuff in the middle of the night and then just do the milks and stuff in the morning, or anything that would go bad or defrost? That's the other thing. If you're buying frozen food or milk and you have it brought out to you when you pull up because you bought it online, how do they keep that milk cold? How do they keep the frozen food cold? How do they take care of the meat? You got to ask yourself that. Sit down and think a lot about it. I think you're taking a chance, personally, buying from those people. Now, if it's canned goods, and are you going to get dented cans? That's another thing I noticed at Walmart that's really aggravating to me. Their cans, there's all kinds of them in the store that are dented. And I think it's because they don't put the cans in right. And I've watched them drop them and then pick them up and stick them back on the shelf. I even found a ham, several hams, that the seal was broken on it. And I mentioned it to one of them, and they just acted like, oh, well. You know, I mean, can we say botulism? All right. So, anyhow, so we got Ingles, which is more costly, but they provide much better service. They're much friendlier, except for you pay for that. And they actually have a real bakery where they make stuff. Walmart just gets it off a truck and sticks it out from a box now. They do decorate the cakes. I give them that. And it is cheaper. But I mean, the cakes have gone up in price. Other things have gone up. My pizza. I can't get a decent pizza anymore. You know? I'm very frustrated. Even the cheap pizzas. I love my pizza. I love my tacos, my hamburgers, my hot dogs. And yes, I know it's all, everyone says that's junk food, but it's not. You get your and a hamburger, you got your vegetables, your protein, your stuff. But anyhow, you know, pizza, you've got everything on a pizza plus your carbohydrates. It's kind of the all-around food. I mean, you know. So, yeah, hot dogs are kind of questionable, but you know what? I like them. I don't know what to say. I like the sausages too, and I like the different Oscar Mayer hot dogs and stuff. And now with the prices going up again, I'm going to probably have to go to the cheaper hot dogs, which when I was younger, that's what I had to do when I didn't have any money. I have some money, but right now it's pricing out of my league. Pretty soon, I'm going to be lucky if I can buy a hamburger. I'm going to be lucky if I can even buy chicken. Some of the chicken's really low priced I see in stores. Not in Walmart. I'm sorry. I used to like to buy chicken wings. I like to get the pre-cooked ones, to where all I have to do is heat them up. That way I don't have to pay for the electricity. But now I'm paying for the electricity because the wings I used to buy for $10, or $9.99 actually, are now $12.99 to $14.99. Some of the pizzas are $9.99, $7.99. I bought a pizza for $7.50 the other day. It said it's loaded, 1.5 pounds worth of stuff. Yeah, maybe 1.5 pounds of bread. This pizza didn't have hardly anything on it. When I took it out of the box, it was cracked. It actually came apart in 2 pieces. I mean, what happened to quality control? I'm just like ready to pull my hair out. So, Great Value or Sam's Club self-rising pizza. That's the way to go. And then when you get it home, you put your own sauce on it, you put your own cheese, you put all that stuff on it. So, and the other thing, I go into Walmart, got to carry my gun because I don't know if I'm going to get killed in there, you know, because there's all these crazies doing stupid things, lighting them on fire, shooting other people, people with axes, people with knives. I mean, come on, people. If you dislike somebody, just ignore them. If you don't want to deal with somebody, just avoid them. But anyhow, protect yourself when you're out there. There's lots of crazies out there. So I go to the Dollar Tree to get stuff, but only stuff, and I'm only willing to pay $1.25 if the stuff is something I know costs less than going into Walmart. I bought lots of things at the Dollar Tree over the last 4 years we've lived here in this town in northeast Georgia, and it's because it's $2 to $3 less than in the Walmart, and $4 or $5 less than in the Ingles, and so on. So anyhow, so I bought all this canned goods, and I ran it through the thing. It took me like 20-something minutes to run it through the machine. I actually was able to get through the machine without having to ask for help. And the only reason I did that, like I said, is I don't want my cans slapped down, especially those ones with the pop-top lids. If you can, and you're building your supplies or your survival food or your pantry, you might want to make sure that it doesn't have the pop-top things if you can avoid it. And if you can't, maybe you ought to do your own checkout. But, I mean, my Walmart, 2 lines are open. All the self-checkouts are open. And too many of the people are running around with their little blue cart going do-do-do-do-do-do-do around, getting in your way. And then they've got a robot floor cleaner that goes around, beep, 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 beep. And you step in front of it and it stops. So I like to screw with it when I'm in there. But anyhow, you ask him a question. It's like you get this vacant stare. I kind of wonder if when you work for Walmart, they stick a chip in you. And it makes you oblivious to customers. Do not talk to the customers. Do not answer their questions. Anyhow, I'm sorry I'm going on about this, but I felt pretty bad about the experience I had the last time. And I got to go back on the 11th because I'm going to go pick up some more food. And then I'll put the food away the next day other than the stuff that needs to be refrigerated or frozen, which I'll do right away, of course. But anyhow, I hope everything's going good for everyone out there. It's now the 8th of January. It's a brand new year. So far, my plans for this year are on schedule. I paid another creditor off. I've put away a little bit of money. We've bought some supplies. I bought a few tools. Had a little bit of a problem with my truck, but that was solved. Got this nice truck. It's finally paid off. I paid that off last month with my partner's help. And I'm so glad that I have her and that we take care of each other, because it'd be so hard by myself, and I know it would be hard for her by herself because this world's just getting more and more expensive. So anyhow, if you see this, Tam, I appreciate it. This is Catherine, and if you guys have any advice or things you'd like to say, my email is catdog, that's catdog, 6949 @gmail.com. And, of course, you can leave a comment. I'll try to look occasionally at the video to see what you have to say. And I will try to respond. Please like and subscribe. So I've got a little bit of time left here. And as I said before, last time I did a video, we intend to pay off bills, save some money. The next year, in 2024, put up as much money as we can and buy the tools we need, and then go out and buy a piece of property. One of those you pay $1,000 down or $1,500 down, and then make payments, and then have like a cabin delivered there. Most places require you to have 600 square feet. And so that's probably what we're going to do. And of course, if I look at a thing, I'm going to see what county it's in and immediately go to the county and look at their rules for being off-grid and having your own place. And see if they allow the things I want to do, like water catchment, composting toilets. Anyhow, I'm going to let you go. Goodbye.